Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews with another review. This time we're taking a look at another Kenko action figure here. This time we're taking a look at Musashi Kai. And before we get to the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, we got the front of the box here. We got some kanji going down the side here. Musashi Kai. There, we got the Kenko. This is part of the Agp Armor Girls project from Bandai, which is another company that is part of this, or is part of making figures for this Kenko Kantai collection series. So them and Figma are the only two that I know of. Take a look at the side of the box here. We got a picture of the character. Then here we go with the back of the box. We got some product shots here on the back. Focus there. We got some faces. We got some poses. That's pretty much it. Then we got another picture of the character here on the side, on the other side. And then, of course, the front, really nothing on the top, just Musashi Kai. And then, of course, we have the bottom. So that's it for the packaging. First, let's take a look at the faces that she comes with. We got this first face here, which is, if I can get a focus, there we go, which is a yelling face, angry yelling face. Then we got kind of a sad, pouting face, I guess you can say, with her mouth open. Then we have basically just a stern, looking straight forward face, or actually, I don't know, she's kind of pursing her lips or poking her lips out a little bit. Not quite sure what that is supposed to represent. And then here we have the default face that came with her in the box, just kind of a regular face, looking straight forward. So that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the hands. Now we're only going to do one hand at a time, one side, but she has two of each except one. So she has hands for holding things, which I'm not sure why, because she doesn't come with anything to hold. This is a hand, I guess, like a style pose hand, open hands. This one is done a little bit better. Not really getting a bunch of fuzziness or anything. That one's done all right. I'm not quite sure what this hand is for. Guess like another style pose hand, I suppose. Another pair of open hands. A hand holding one of her bullets, which this is the only hand for this, and the paint job is not done very well at all, as you can see. If I can get a focus on it, as you can see, the paint is has just like dripped down into the hand. This one's not done well at all. This is an alternate hair piece, and as you can see, it has little holes there at the top, and those are made for the little glasses. She comes with two extra pairs of glasses that are actually on a runner. They're painted silver down here at the bottom. Can't really tell from my lighting, but they are painted silver. And they are supposed to go into this little hole, these little holes like this. And it's supposed to simulate her with her glasses, on top of her head. Then we have a stand. Just came with two, or base in the stand, I should say. Just came with two like arms. Basic stand arms here, and then like if you have like any like Gundam stands, this is similar to like a Gundam stand. So ratchets here at the top. Kind of has a clip. You can slide this up and down. You unhook it here. You unhook it here and you can slide this up and down. Then you just hook it into one of those notches to hold it. This has two little pegs there. You just peg it into the holes or the notches here on the side. That's basically how that works. Here's the other pair of glasses on the runner. I haven't cut those out. Don't plan on it. Comes with some extra clips to attach to the pegs on the stand. We have some clips here that are also on runners for the stand as well to clip around the figure's waist, which are the ship parts. And the ship parts are done really well, actually. Painted really nicely here for the red. All the turrets at least turn, like these little turrets. They all turn. The guns don't move, but these do. These turrets move. Can move up and down. The guns can move up and down. And these turrets, these guns here move here. It can swivel from the side to side. It can turn like that, 360 degrees. This one also turns, if I didn't note that. I'll show you how they peg in a second. This is the other side, is identical to that one. Then we have this middle piece, which you attach both these sides to. And it's also done really well. It has two little turrets here on the back that do swivel around, as you can see. Really wasn't focused on some of that. Yeah, so you can swivel that around. That's pretty much all the articulation that this has. Has the peg holes at the bottom for the stand. Then we have this turret that actually attaches to this side, to the waist of the figure. And this as well has guns that move up and down. This little piece here swivels, so you can spin this around like so. Let's see here. So we'll get a close-up look on this character here. Got a nice hair sculpt. As you can see a lot better on these glasses that the rims are painted silver. Nice, the little wrappings around her waist and her boobs there are painted really nicely. I had heard a lot of bad things about this Agp line for the King Cole, especially when they came out with that very first figure. But I think they really improved on this particular one. So I'm really digging it. All the painting is done mostly well. There's a little issue here on the stockings, or the boots, I guess you can say, the thigh-high boots. The paint's a little fuzzy there, but that's about it. There are some slight nub marks on the bullets, but it's not that bad. It's not really bad at all. Everything else is done really, really well. This coat here is somewhat of a soft plastic. It can move. It can move around, but I wouldn't move it too much because you'll definitely snap it, and you probably won't be able to see it. But behind here, behind her little collar piece here, you can actually unpeg this jacket. It's on two little pegs, and you can kind of move it around. This part back here is where you would peg in the stand, and I'll show you that in a second. I would show you mine when it came in the box. I don't know if you can really see this, but when it came in a box, it was uneven here. And under this skirt, you can basically take every part of her apart other than the head. I haven't been able to pop the head off, but you can pop this torso off, this upper torso piece. You can pop the waist off, And I had to do that in order to get some of the plastic off when I opened her. And there's a little gimmick here under her waist, which I can't really show you. You can kind of see it there. But those holes down there have to line up with these holes here. And they weren't lined up. So, because this piece can actually pull off, this skirt is attached to this ship part here. So you can actually pull that off if you pop off the waist. So they weren't lined up, so I had to line that up. So don't be afraid to pull her apart, because she is relatively easy to take apart. So let's go ahead and get the ship parts attached to her. Before I do, let's go over articulation, because that is somewhat important, right? The head doesn't go up very much at all due to the hair sculpt in the back. It's running into the back of her collar there. Her little ponytails do swivel. They can pop out actually relatively easy on this, on mine anyway, but they do swivel. And the hairpiece falls out really easy too. Of course, she can move her head. God damn. That hairpiece is not going to stay in. Let's see if I can get her 360 around. Let me not turn her head 360 degrees. I don't know why this is so easy to pop off, but it is. The hairpiece actually comes in two pieces, and they just attach. Like you got the front bangs here, and then you got the back bangs there, or the middle bangs, I guess you can say, and they just kind of slide in like so. And you just pop them on, and that's the part that keeps coming apart. Anyway, so I can't quite get her head 360 degrees, but I'm sure you probably could if you really tried. As far as the shoulder, it is hindered by this jacket, so you can technically get it parallel, but the jacket is going to push it down eventually. So that's about how high she can get. She has a single jointed elbow, which goes over 90 degrees there. She has peg and hinged wrist there, so you can peg in the hand, of course, and you can move the wrist up and down on that hinge. She does have upper torso articulation. She can twist a little bit at the torso. Not going to get a whole bunch of ab crunch due to the way that the torso is sculpted. She's not really going to get any ab crunch. Again, get some side to side tilt. She can bend over at the waist though. So if you wanted to bend over, she can bend over at the waist. She does have a waist twist. She has an upper, let's get some more focus there. There you go. She has an upper thigh swivel that's somewhat limited. Single jointed knee that goes a little bit past 90 degrees. She has hinged ankles here. They go up and down. You can't really get an ankle tilt out of them. I've tried to turn this joint to get an ankle tilt, but it's too stiff and I can't turn it. And I'm afraid that I will break it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some of these ship parts on her. And I guess I can show you how they clip on and stuff. So this single ship part here clips on here on the side, and of course you have the two slots there and the peg there. So that just, which the slots go in the slots there and the peg goes in the peg here. So that's how that goes, and it pretty much just stays on by friction. it's not going to come off. Oh, I just lied. If you shake it really hard, it'll come off. So, you know, if you live in Cali and you have an earthquake, then it's a chance that that piece might come off. But if you get it on there real good, it won't come off. See, there we go. So we got that, and I'll just kind of stand her up here because she can stand on her own. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my Canco other figures with me to compare her to, but from what I understand, she is in scale with the others. Let's kind of get a focus there. All right, so let's actually put her on the stand. So we'll start with putting this stuff on the stand. So we'll start with the middle part. And actually what I'll do is I'll show you that you got the two pegs here, two pegs there that peg into the two holes back here. So you just push those through. And if you got everything evened, oops, I got it upside down. If you got everything, both of those holes lined up, it'll pop in just fine. All right. So that's how those pop in. Whoops. Let me just leave that off to the side for right now. Then you got these two peg holes here. You got these peg holes here. You got the same on this side. So that's where you put the other two ship parts in. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the stand on this hole here. And we'll just have her on this stand, kind of lock it in. All right. Let's get into the middle. Let's get some focus. There we go. And we'll attach the pieces. Now here are the two pieces, the two pegs that go in those two holes I showed you before. And actually you can kind of see them here. They just peg right on in there. That's one. And that is two. And they can hold their own weight for the most part. You should use the combination of these hooks and this little piece to hold them up. I'm just not going to take them off the runner right now. So that's why I'm not doing it. But we'll go ahead and peg this piece back in. Yeah, we'll go ahead and peg those two pieces in. Kind of open it up a little bit. And there we go. And there we have her with all her ship parts. And we can kind of bring all those pieces in. You can kind of take a look at everything there. So as you can see, the ship parts are holding up. They're not flopping down or anything like that. And that's a damn good thing. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. She's a cool figure. I don't know if I'm going to collect any other ones from Bandai. We'll have to see. But yeah, she's cool. I'm glad to have her and add her to my collection. So that's pretty much it for the review, guys. I think I covered everything as far as this figure is concerned. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, stay safe, keep collecting, and peace out.